Greetings, YouTube. Today I'd like to talk briefly about a couple of LED lights that I have found at Radio Shack recently. One of them, which I've encountered twice recently, which I was quite glad because I was able to pick up two of them cheaply, and the other one I just encountered yesterday. Now I realize that some people are not going to be able to access Radio Shack; they're not going to be available to them. But I have found an online source for Radio Shack for one of them, and another source from the actual manufacturer for the other. Now the first is the Mighty Bright light. It's only this big. You can see the size of my hand here. It's not very large. And what this does is a clip. So you can clip this on your collar or your shirt pocket, and at the tip of the light right here, this bar right here rotates, so I can direct the light so that it's shining straight out or rotated down so that it's pointing straight down. Now the advantages of this is it's very light, it's a very simple operation. That's it. One button. Is that, to my mind, this is the perfect book light. It's small. Most book lights clip onto a book and then have some kind of a neck. And I've never found one. Not ones that bent, or ones that had hinges, or ones that actual bent with some kind of wire. I've never found one that stays in place when I have it on a book. You're having to constantly adjust them or slide it, and you're on the book itself, which can be cumbersome. The advantages of this is that it's on you, and then I'm just moving the book around in a natural manner, and if it's got enough flood, enough area it's covering with the light, that I can easily illuminate the page I'm looking at. Now it doesn't have a lot of throw. It's not going to go really far. You're not lighting an entire room with this. But this is really good for the close-up kind of situation you're going to find yourself in. Now, I'm not sure how well it will work in a car because it is bright white, and that might bother a driver if you were using it as a passenger. But if you were stopped and you needed to look at a map, so you weren't actually in motion, I think that this would definitely be helpful in that regard as well. And again, it's the size of less than the size of a matchbook, so it's very handy. Now at the moment, these are on clearance at Radio Shack for $3, and I've got two of them now, one in green and one in silver. So if you have a Radio Shack nearby, check them out. I think they would make excellent stocking stuffers for those looking for Christmas gifts coming in the upcoming season. And just generally useful. I mean, I'm going to be using this as a book light, and I'm really glad that I was able to find one cheaply. Now, the other light I'm looking at is called the Touch Light. Let me show you what it looks like. Right. The sides are pretty boring at the bottom. Now, what's important here is you see those two strips right there. That's how you turn the light on. You put your hand on it, bingo, light. It's picking up the conductivity of your skin, completing the circuit, and allowing the light to turn on and off. Now there is an actual power button on the butt here if you'd like to completely shut it off so that it can't accidentally be turned on. But if you lay this like this, and it will lay quite comfortably on the strips, since nothing can contact them that has conductivity, the light's not going to come on and off. It's off. If you lay it on its side, when you pick it up, it's going to come on instantly. So if this is the kind of thing you want to keep next to your nightstand, you just reach out, boom, light, boom, boom. Now, another advantage of this is the response time is excellent because it's just going by the conductivity of your skin, and you're not having to work a physical switch. So pushing a switch in and off if you need to do some rapid blinking or for some reason. Or the response time, boom, it's on. I'm not picking a switch. Anywhere I touch it along this section is going to bring it on, so I'm not fumbling for where is the switch. If this is sitting on its side on your nightstand and you pick it up, it's going to come on. Now again, this is not a super bright light. Again, it has enough throw to easily see the floor in front of you, or look at the bed you're in, or the dresser next to you. It doesn't have a huge amount of flood. It doesn't cover a big area, but again, to get you from anywhere inside your home, this is going to cover that need. And I think it's a nice design. I found it's available on the Radio Shack site itself for $7.99, and I found a online source, a promotional company that sells these things where you could, because it's got a nice big wide section in here, you get company logos and things on there as as swag to give out to people at conventions or employees and things like that. But they're a little less expensive, but they're requiring you to purchase like 50 of them at a time. I don't really think you need 50 of these in your average home, but they would make good corporate gifts. I think they would make an excellent choice. The construction is pretty basic. It's all plastic. It's not the most rugged flashlight I've ever encountered. I definitely would not want to be putting this into any kind of stress. But if you were going to have this sitting on your nightstand or next to your desk or something, and you've got it available, and you just pick it up, it's going to come on, and it's going to do it quickly, and it's going to do it without fumbling for any kind of a specific switch, which can be difficult, particularly if you have motor issues. I think this would be excellent for an elderly person or someone who has some kind of gripping issue. So you're trying to find a switch in the dark. You can't. You don't have the manual dexterity. This could be done by even with a person with severe cerebral palsy or some kind of severe arthritis. You could still turn this on just by grabbing it. And I think that's an important safety feature, because there are times when you need a light, you don't want to worry about, can I turn the light on? I don't have those kind of mobility issues at this point in life, which I'm glad about, but it's good to know that there is something out there that takes advantage of the fact that all you've got to do is this. No finger, specific combinations of thumbs or fingers, and that's a very quick and easy task for anyone who has even some severe mobility issues. So these are two flashlights I thought might be useful for people picking up gifts this holiday season, to anywhere that celebrates, a winter solstice kind of a holiday. And I'm glad I own them, and not just because they're LED flashlights, and I collect LED flashlights, and just on my desk I have 5 of them, and over there on my bookshelf I think I have 4 or 5 more.